your own samples in DJ Pro or any other DJ software. I'm DJ Spiegel Spin, and I'm gonna show you how.
I'm excited.
So let's go. So let's go to an app called BandLab. This is the app I use. It's amazing. It's free. So you open the app, and then when you get into the app, you're gonna see this screen. So on this screen, you press the plus button and go to voice and mic, and then you're gonna press the middle record button. So now hit record and record your sample. You could use the built-in mic to your phone or iPad because you could add effects so it'll still sound good, or you could get yourself a mic. So let's do this. It's time to dance. Okay, now this is our sample. It's time to Okay, dance. That's cool. But the really cool part is to add effects to it. So let's go to effects. And now there's all these different effects that you can choose, and you can enhance your voice, make it a little more fun. So the one that I usually use is over here at the end, called solo type vocals. We're gonna do Mega Pop. I think this one's good. So this one is selected. It's time to dance. Yeah, I like that one. It has like the echo and the and it sounds very professional. So once you find the filter and effects that you want to put on your sample, you're gonna go over here to save. So now it's saved over here. So we're gonna go to my projects just now. And we are gonna go, we're gonna change the name so we can find it. We're gonna download the audio. I'll show you guys how to change the name after. We're gonna save it to our files. And we're gonna do dance as the name of the file. And we're gonna save it on my iPad. So now it's exported and saved, and I'm gonna show you guys how to put it into the sampler in DJ Pro and how to map it into a controller. And if you're using other DJ software, it'll be similar. So now we're over in our sampler. So choose one of these sample packs that you wanna add to, or you could just create a custom sample pack. But I'm gonna use this one. I just labeled it as scratch. I use it as samples when I'm scratching. So now what we have to do is go to load the audio file that we just created. We're gonna load it into a deck, and then we're gonna record it as a sample. So we go to files over here. We go to files, and we're gonna go to add a file, and we're gonna go to type in dance, and that is our audio file. So once you have that file, you're gonna load it onto the deck. So now this is the file that we just added. It's time to dance. All right, so now that sounds really cool. So you could add this into a playlist. So you could add it into a playlist. I'm gonna put it into my intro playlist. So maybe when I start a set, I could start it with a "It's time to dance" and then mix into that. So I'll show you guys how to do that. So we got it over here. And then what you're gonna wanna do is set a cue point. And that is the sample's cue point. And then we can find, we'll find the track. And we have a track right here. And then we're just gonna play It's Time to Dance right before the drop. So here we go.
It's time to dance.
That's one way how to use the sample that we just made, and then you can make as many of these as you want. You can make whole verses if you're good at singing or rapping, or you could just have different like catchphrases, which is what I do. So now if you want to add this to one of the pads in the sampler, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the sampler, and in order to change them, down here, this little pencil, you press the edit. So then that brings up these 3 dots. All right, so to add your custom sample to one of these buttons, you're gonna press on the button you wanna change. And now you're gonna see your samples. These are all the samples that you made custom. So you could add one of those directly to the deck. So we're gonna add this one directly to the deck, and now that is assigned to this button. And if you want sample that is already provided in the app, you go over here, you choose which sample pack it is, and then you could add it into that button so you can make your own custom sample pack. And now custom samples, you go over here to my samples, and then you're gonna hit deck 1 and you're gonna hold that in. When you hold it in, it's gonna it's gonna stop recording. So you load up the sample onto a deck right like we have here, and then we're gonna record it, and then it's gonna be saved as a sample. So you hit record.
It's time to
and now
dance.
That's recorded. So what you do is you go to edit, and we can change this to dance time or whatever you want to have it as. Hit done, and then add it, and then that is added to the button on the sampler. And in my next video, I'll teach you guys how to make looper and with the sampler, because the amount of stuff you could do is unlimited. Now you have it as a track in one of your playlists to use, and you have it as a button. So if you guys want to find out how to do more with DJ Pro and DJing with the iPad, subscribe to the channel.